down, up, down, up, down, up. Hey, let's get it. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Foxtel Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks. And this is another segment of our top 3 option plays this week, where we're just gonna go over a few different trades, stock fundamentals, and different strategies that you can do to make it through. All right, happy Labor Day. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying your vacation if you are off work today, okay? There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on in the news, even without this crazy Delta variant going on. Now they just released a report last week. Very underwhelming, the amount of job opportunities they have out here. So we're gonna talk about that in a little bit and how that's affecting the stocks that you're interested in, okay? But first, if this is your first time watching this video, please make sure that you click that thumbs up button. Really helps the channel. Also subscribe. Click that notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video for you guys. Oof, did you hear my stomach growling? Okay, so the first stock up is BTU. This is Peabody Energy Corporation. And right now it's trading at $17.54. And you'll quickly notice that this stock is clearly in a strong uptrend now. I mean, you see that. But yeah, one of the main questions that you want to ask yourself when you're trading any stock is, 1, what's the trend? The trend is your friend. 2, how strong is that trend? And then 3, where do you want to get in? So in the past month alone, it's been on the new 52-week high list 3 different times. So this is clearly just reaching higher highs over this year. It's been great. And also it's had analysts increase their EPS expectations from 7 all the way up to 15 just in this last month alone. When analysts change their ratings, that's kind of a good indication of where they feel the stock is going. So if you're going to raise your EPS ratings, it's all the way up, it's going up. So there's going to be a few different reasons why you would want to look at BTU. So this company, it's a Missouri-based coal mining company, and with coal being one of the top sectors trading on Webull for over 30 days, it's up 26.23% alone. Oil prices are going crazy right now, and so are oil stocks. So this is going to be a big catalyst for BTU's strong trend. A lot of economies are reopening after lifts on lockdown, you know, with people feeling safer, you know, they're getting the vaccine and all of that. There's a huge demand for electricity to power the grid right now, and with the gas prices just going to all-time highs, a lot of utilities are being forced back onto using coal to generate enough power to meet the demand. Going into this trading week, like I said, it's still looking very bullish. And the reason why I say neutral is because you can obviously expect pullbacks with such a huge run up like this. Oh yeah, so just like that little pullback for a few days, you know, it's still in an uptrend and it is, you know, very strong. The momentum is strong, so it's probably going to continue going up. Looking at the options. So one thing that you're going to notice off the bat is the implied volatility is freaking crazy high. The implied volatility 102%, 99%. So obviously, you know, and then even you'll see right here the premiums aren't too high. So if you were going to get something, you know, at the money expiring in October, you know, you can expect 200, about 200, or you can, you know, buy a little out of the money. Plays like that, when I see a really high implied volatility, I'm leaning more so to selling or premium receiving plays. So something like a credit spread or an iron condor or something like that. So for this one, okay, so, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Going into the options, if I'm doing a credit spread, I'm usually going to pick an expiration that's a little bit closer. So I'm probably going to stick with this 17. Now, this is, I really want to say bullish / neutral. So this is kind of a little bit more neutral. I want to do a put credit spread because I still feel like the stock is going up. I'm still bullish, so we're gonna do a put credit spread. I'm not feeling that risky right now, so I'm gonna have my legs a little tight, okay? So I'm thinking of probably selling the 15 and buying the 14. And then on this one, it's gonna be a little low. So we're not gonna be getting a huge amount with this because of how close our spreads are. And then it's a little bit further from the actual stock price. So if you want to more, move in, but I'm not really trying to risk all that. Honestly, you could even do 15 to 16, but it's just very, very close. This will give you a little bit more room. See, make sure it says sell for credit spread, you guys. So the most that you can make with this is 15. The most you can lose is 85. It's kind of a lot to me. So hey, you can do that if you want, you know, a little bit more profit. Open more contracts. So you can do 5 contracts and I'll be $75 by, what is this, the 17th? The options aren't really that expensive. So if you really just kind of wanted to do a quick little cute play, 147, you can't beat that. Most you can lose with this is about 150. So you can buy a long call. Okay, and next up, the cruises, honey. CCL, Carnival Corp. Carnival Corp and a lot of other travel stocks took a big decline last week with less than amazing news of weak job reports and higher concerns of the Delta variant. So economists projected 720,000 new job opportunities, but the actual rollout was 235,000. That's like a third less than what they expected. So clearly that's more than likely due to fears of the pandemic and, you know, with the increasing number of COVID cases. Everybody is on tour, the rappers, the tours, they're jumping in the crowds. It's crazy. Everybody wants to go on vacation. Everybody's in the clubs now. I'm wondering if people are really going to want to be stuck on a floating petri dish during the fall seasons coming up. And then also CCL just had a lawsuit for negligence and poor pandemic provisions. All right, so looking at the stock chart, it's looking like right now it just got out of a pretty big downtrend, and you'll see this right here. It's definitely in a strong downtrend. It looks like it's trying to make its way back, but it's definitely trend trading. So if you look right here, when you see this cluster here, everything is just clustered together, overlapping every now and then. It's really giving consistent cruise. Speaking of cruise, this is cruising along, and you'll see right here, you'll see here definitely in a trend. It's in a little uptrend right now. So you're having higher lows, $24 definitely in a resistance zone. Going into next week, I'm going to be fairly neutral on this. Let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, going into next week, I'm going to be fairly neutral. If you see it start to hit 23 and then of course cross this 50-day moving average, it's looking like it's going to continue in that small uptrend that it's doing. It's not moving too much. It probably has a couple of dollars in it. The 24, okay, maybe $4 or $5. So if I had a price target for this, it's probably going to be the 24 zone again, and we really want to see if it breaks out of that because it's tapped it several different times. It's gotta break out or just fall to the wayside. Going forward, their implied volatility isn't too high. It's about 60, and their prices aren't really that bad. Who was the CCL? It's really not that bad. So like I said, it has been in, you know, a little uptrend. So, and it's looking like it might be at the bottom of this trend. So you see a low 22 or 21. So this might be a new low. Let's see if it continues upwards and reaches that resistance point. But honestly, for this, if I was gonna do anything, I would do an iron condor because it is trading in between the zone, and I will probably cut my my spreads probably around here. So let's see. So as far as the call credit spread, I will probably sell maybe 25. I would definitely probably sell that 25, and then you can buy something around 26. And then for your puts, you can probably, your put credit spread, you can probably keep it safe, keep it about 20, sell that one, and then you can buy back in around 19. So right here, as long as the price stays in between these zones by your expiration date, you will be profitable. All right, so let's get into it. Let's just check it out real quick, and it would just take more time. I'm gonna do this one on Robinhood because condors are just easier to look at over there. All right, so let's get something cute. We can do September 10th. Now this is going to be a spread, so let's just go ahead. Let's put our call. This is gonna be a little spread. Girl, you only getting $7 with that. You know, you can do something fun. You can do September 24th or October 1st or something like that. It's really not that much. Let's make sure we're on calls. You can do something in the money. So you can do this 22 call, 23, but make sure you have some good room with your expiration because like I said, we'll really see with this. As far as the news goes, it's really not looking that great, and it looks like they might side trend for a while. Seriously, if you see this price drop below this low, 22, so it's at 22 now. If it goes lower than that, it's probably going to continue in that downtrend. But if you see it change during the pre-market hours, you see this price shoot up above the 50-day moving average, I would probably say a good entry would be 23, just to be safe. And last, let's talk about PINS, P-I-N-S. This is Pinterest. Right now it's trading at $56.59. Now, a lot of social media stocks are experiencing a lot of volatility during the QT earnings season. Even after a positive earnings beat back in July, the Pinterest stock took a huge price drop. It dropped from 75 all the way down to 58. And then it didn't even stop there. It dropped even lower down to 51. Yeah, with the popularity of social media and that being the #1 way that people communicate, it definitely looks like a nice long-term investment, but short-term, questionable. It's dropping. So right now, Pinterest focuses on growing user accounts, increasing engagement, increasing their market shares, and then at the same time, they're still in the early stages of monetizing the platform. So it still has a lot of room to grow, but we're not worried about that. We're worried about what we're gonna do next week, okay? I mean, if you zoom in, it's giving downtrend, honey, and even just looking at this, my new favorite indicator, that, okay, yeah, you see a lot of red here, but it's kind of a weak trend. And with the weak trend, you know, you kind of have some buying pressure coming in too, but if they're kind of neutral, it's just staying like that to the side. I really just want to do a neutral play on this. Let's see what the options look like. Okay, the implied volatility is very cute, okay, 44%, and these prices are cheap, honey. This is giving me outfit, so you can really do a lot with this and really go far out of the money to kind of get your legs in there and kind of see what's going on. But it's in a downtrend right now. It's really in a downtrend, but we did just kind of see the price break above the 50-day moving average. This was back on the 25th of August, but as you'll see, the price, I mean, it's very tight right now. So I would do probably another spread because this isn't moving a lot and it's very neutral. It's definitely trading sideways. So if you wanted to do something, you can do it either way, either spread. You can do a call spread, you can do a put credit spread, just as long as it doesn't touch those strike prices. So it's projected to move $2, okay? So you can set your legs up really cute. You can keep it at 58 at the highest. I'm probably gonna do 60. This is a call credit spread. This is going to be profitable as long as the stock stays below my strike prices, and you know, we'll see what happens. So let's get into that. I know what it is. So we're going to the vertical guaranteed. So max profit $20 for a max loss of 80. Honestly, that's not 100% terrible. I mean, if you wanted to make, like, let's say if you just wanted to make $100, then just do 5 contracts. Boom. So there you go, $100 a day trading options. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I know it's kind of a little all over the place, but so is the market right now. And make sure you check out this video I just posted about how to use Tiblio. So this is just gonna be, you know, a few tips and tricks, a lot of things I feel like people don't know about. I think it's gonna be helpful. So make sure you check out Tiblio. Yay.